Hello, my name is Richard Forsyth, and today we're going to talk about the Globalscape EFT HTTPS listener and how to configure it along with an SSL certificate. So the prerequisites that we'll need for this is obviously EFT administrator access to the server with at least site level access to the site that we want to configure. We'll need to know the name of the site we'll want to configure. We'll need an SSL certificate and private key and the certificate passphrase that goes with that. Or we can also generate a self-signed certificate within the EFT application. And then lastly, we'll need browser access to the HTTPS port in order to test our configuration. Now let's go over to a live demo. And here we are in the EFT administrator console. So we've got our site selected over here on the left, and we'll just go up here to our SSL certificate creator. And to create our certificate, first thing we'll do is give it a name, the path name where we want it to store and save the certificate, an expiration date, 1 year is typical. And now we'll create a passphrase for our certificate and enter it twice here. 4096 bits is the standard key length for this, so we'll leave that as set. And now we'll fill in some information here. Since this is a test certificate, I'm just going to fill in some random information. And then click next. And now we have our options here to associate this certificate with the site that we've selected. So we'll go down here and select our test site that we're creating here. And this will assign this new certificate to be our site SSL certificate. Simply click finish, gives us a warning here, and generates our certificate for us. Now, if we go down here to our SSL certificate settings and click on the configure button here, we'll see that our site certificate information is in here and is set and ready to go. And here we can see our new certificate has been assigned and is ready to be used. So now we can enable our HTTPS protocol, and we'll set the port. Since this server is using port 443 for another site, we're going to give it an alternative port number and click on apply. We'll have to click yes to restart the site for the certificate to take effect. Once that's done, we can now open up our web browser and go to our EFT URL :4434, which is our port number for this new site. And it gives us a warning here that our connection is not private only because this is not a signed certificate, but we can click on advanced and proceed to our site. And now that our certificate is working in there, we should be able to see our login page. Here we have it. We're at the login page, so we know that our HTTPS listener is working and accepting incoming connections, and our SSL certificate is in place and working. And with that, we're done configuring HTTPS for a site on our Globalscape server. So just a quick overview here. We've got our certificate signed. This is enabling our secure transfers using SSL encryption to the server. As you saw, it was easy setup and makes for very easy connections with your browser. You can perform manual transfers through the web transfer client or use HTTPS in your automation task now. And as you saw, EFT supports signed and unsigned certificates. Thank you all for joining.